This is the day your dreams come true. Name that movie and we can be friends. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to cover a topic that I know everybody would love to figure out, right? And that's how to save money with the most minimal friction. A lot of times our money comes in and then our money goes out, and we find ourselves at the end of the month or at the end of the paycheck before it's the end of the month, and we turn around and go, how do people save? Like, how does anybody save money, right? I figured out a life hack that I feel like nobody's talking about because everybody has their own method. And I've heard people say everything from, investing in your 401k, which, yes, that's important. You should also do that. And that's an automatic withdrawal, right, from your paycheck before you even get it. Or, for instance, taking 20% of your paycheck, 15% of your paycheck, and moving it into another account, right, once it hits your account. But I don't know why I haven't heard enough people talking about direct depositing 10%, before payday. This is what I've done, and this is what works for me. This is not to say it's the only thing that works, but this is what I want to advise to somebody who might be in my shoes like I was a couple of years ago, where I could not seem to save any money. Okay, so everybody has direct deposit now. Comment down below if you don't, because I'm genuinely curious what company you work for that's still doing paper checks. Most people have direct deposit now, and when they set it up when you first get employed, right, you usually just enter one account number, one information, that's it. And it just goes into one bank. And that's what I'd been trying to do for a while. Was it was deposited into my Chase checking, and then I would try to move the money into my Chase savings. And within a couple days, honestly, I found myself needing to use that money for something, and maybe 2 weeks, I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt. But what would end up happening is I just take that money that I just tried to set aside and put it right back in the account. It's because I knew it. It's because I saw that it hit the account and I knew that I had it, and it was tangible and it was easy to reach. I've learned through my many attempts to fix my finances and figure out my finances that the best method for me is to keep it completely separate, right? So the first thing I did was I opened a high yield savings account with Ally. That is just one of many that you can check out. I recommend them. They've been pretty good to me. Obviously, do your research before you do. Open whatever account you'd like, but a savings account that is separate from your current bank. Okay, that's right. You're going to have multiple accounts with different banks, because that's how you succeed, is keeping it away from your daily debit card. Okay, actually, I'll do another video on this, but I have Chase accounts, I have Discover accounts, and I have the Ally account. And I have Space Coast. Actually, we'll get into that another day. That Discover account is for my bills, right? So that's where 90% of my paycheck goes. That's for my everyday bills and my spending each month, and that's what I budget off of on the app EveryDollar, because I use Ramsey Solutions app, which is EveryDollar. By the way, if you had Mint, and I think they closed down now, highly recommend EveryDollar. The premium membership, you can link your bank account to the app, so you can set up your budget, and then you just click and drag as you make those charges into the categories, and you can update as you go. So if you end up overspending, let's say at Target, you get a little excited and your budget was $150 and you spend $200, then you can go back and say, okay, I'm going to take $50 out of my eating out budget and move it to that. Or, oh, my electrical budget was $50 under, so I can move that over. Oh, I got paid a little bit extra, so that kind of makes up for it. Back to what I was saying. So open a separate savings account, right? And then you're going to go into your direct deposit setup with your company, and there should be a feature to add another bank account. And when you go to add another bank account, there's going to be an option to add either a certain amount or a percentage of your paycheck into a different account. So now you have where your net check is going, and then you're gonna have a second account where a certain percentage is going, or a certain amount. For me, I work on commission, so it's kind of difficult to say, okay, yes, we're gonna say it's $200 per paycheck or $300 per paycheck. And what I ended up recognizing was the best for me was actually doing a percentage. So for me, it's 10% of my paycheck. Now, Ramsey will say eventually 15% should be going towards retirement, right? The Money Guy show will say 25% of your gross income is going towards some sort of future goal, whether it's investing or saving or a home or whatever it is. For me, for right now, where I am in my life, all I want is to just get 10% of every single paycheck into a savings account and build an emergency fund, a rainy day fund. And right now, I'm probably going to follow the Money Guy's advice, which is have enough money in your savings account to pay the highest deductible. So for us, crazy enough, I thought it was going to be like $8,000, but we have I think it was $15,000 was the most out-of-pocket deductible that I could pay with my health insurance if something goes very, very wrong. Now, praise God, I'm healthy and my husband is healthy, and praying that stays the same and nothing changes this year, so we don't have to hit that out of pocket. But the idea is that you save that money in an account, and that's your rainy day fund. That's your emergency fund. That's what you want to focus on first. That's my method and my advice for minimizing the friction of trying to save money. If you do a 10% direct deposit into a completely separate account, like I'm talking, I didn't even get a debit card for this account. I didn't get any paper checks for this account. This account, the only way I can access that money is if I transfer it from that account into like my Discover account, which takes a business day or two. So guess what? In an emergency, when I need coffee at Starbucks, or in an emergency when I just need that bag from Target or TJ Maxx, I can't access that emergency fund right away. So in the event that we have a plumbing issue and we have to get somebody in to fix our toilet, right? I would be able to get that money fast enough. It's not in the stock market. It's not in a retirement account. It is somewhere tangible that I can get access to, but it takes a day or two. There's a little bit of like upstream swimming to get there. And that's basically all I've got for this video. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you got something out of it. Comment down below if you do this or if you're going to do this, and any advice you've got on how you've been able to save money. Thanks so much and have a blessed day.